It is Championship Saturday here in the home of America's original March Madness, Carver Arena, Peoria, Illinois, and the year 2000 Illinois Class AA Boys Basketball Tournament. Today, a semifinal game between the Blackhawks of Aurora West and the Flyers of East St. Louis. Hello again, everybody. I'm Dave Ennett with my partner, David Catlin. What a Final Four we have in this Class AA tournament. 3 of the top 4 teams in the state still alive with a chance to win a championship tonight. Aurora West and East St. Louis in this first semifinal to play the winner of the upcoming semifinal, Peoria Richwoods, and the Chicago Public League champs, the #1 team in the state, the Warriors of Westinghouse. That's a pretty good group of semifinalists.
Dave, it's a loaded field. The best player in the state, maybe in the country, is Darius Miles. We'll see him here today, but any one of these 4 could snip down the nets tonight and be crowned champion.
Well, this is the second meeting of the year between these 2 teams, and Aurora West is one of only 2 teams to beat East St. Louis on the court. They beat them early in the season in overtime. Now, Aurora West will need another big game today from junior Derek Hollyfield.
Well, Derek Hollyfield had a career high in points yesterday, shot the ball very well from the perimeter, got good clean looks. He's going to have to be on his mark today because West High really has to look at shot selection if they're going to win this basketball game. Conversely, Darius Miles, he is everything you have ever heard advertised about a true All-American. He can score on the block, he can pass, runs the court, handles the ball, he does everything. Yesterday, 26 points, 20 boards, 9 blocks, 6 assists, one of the greatest performances in state tournament history.
You forgot a couple of steals as well.
That's exactly right.
First time these teams met, East St. Louis was ahead by 5, couple of minutes to go. Miles fouled out. Aurora West rallied to win it in overtime. Should be a good one. Semi-final action from Peoria. Winner of this game will play for a championship tonight. We'll have the introductions coming up.
Now, what'll it be, sweetheart?
Let me guess. A nice, cold Pepsi. I wouldn't want to hear one of those crazy voices of yours, huh?
Honey, you ain't heard nothing yet. Hit it, fellas.
If you really want to know Chicago from people who know Chicago, click here. Metro Mix, Chicago's complete online entertainment guide. Feast your eyes on gorditas from Taco Bell. Ooh! Warm, pillowy flatbread loaded with seasoned beef and all your favorite stuff. Choose from Baja, Santa Fe, or Supreme.
Ay, ay, ay.
And right now, they're just 49 cents each when you buy any drink. So you can afford to share some with a friend.
Hello, friend.
Gorditas, now just 49 cents with any drink. Grande taste, local value. Only at Taco Bell.
You don't do what I do for a living unless you want to be heard. How's that? Louder! So I banged up my truck, right? I called my insurance company. Did anybody hear me? Nope. Out to lunch. The one time I need them, where are they?
Better to call country companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers, real quick.
Somebody there to listen. That's all I want.
Country Companies Insurance.
Fox Sports Net's coverage of the IHSA Basketball Championships is brought to you in part by Pepsi, the joy of cola. Country Companies, when it matters most, the country's behind you. Hyundai, where driving is believing. Taco Bell, grande taste, local value. And by the Chicago Tribune. Check out the Preps Plus pages every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the Chicago Tribune Sports section. And watch Chicago Tribune's Preps Plus on Fox Sports Net.
Carver Arena, Peoria, and the semifinalists warming up. It's Aurora West and East St. Louis in our first semifinal game, and let's bring in the third member of our crew. Here is Mitch Robinson. Mitch, good morning.
Good morning, Dave. You know, the key in this one could be in the first few minutes. Yesterday, in the first few minutes of their game against New Trier, Darius Miles intimidated New Trier, and for the rest of the game, he had their number. I talked to the Aurora West coaches moments ago, and they said they will not allow that intimidation to take over. They got to get physical with him early on if they expect to be able to hope to contain him, although no one can really contain one Darius Miles. Back to you guys.
26 points, 20 rebounds yesterday. Let's go to the public address announcer now, Paul Herzog, for the introductions.
Good morning, basketball fans. On behalf of the Illinois High School Association and the city of Peoria, welcome to America's original March Madness. Today's semifinal game in Carver Arena features the Aurora West Blackhawk, a record of 30-1, and the East St. Louis Flyers, a record of 20-10. Let's meet the starting lineups, but before we do that, please stand and address the flag with your hand over your heart as Ben Jones, a senior at Peoria High School, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now the starting lineups. At a forward for Aurora West, a 6'3" junior, 33, Jamal Thompson. At a forward for East St. Louis, 6'6" senior, number 12, Robert Laban. The other forward for the Blackhawks, a 6'2" junior, 45, Derek Hollyfield. The other forward for the Flyers, a 6'3" senior, 22, Philip Gilbert. At center for Aurora West, a 6'6" senior, 51, Austin Reel. At center for East St. Louis, 6'8" senior, 21, Darius Miles. Blackhawks guard, a 5'10" senior, 15, Mike Fowler. Flyers guard, a 5'7" senior, number 10. The other forward for the Flyers, a 6'3" senior, 22, Philip Gilbert. At center for Aurora West, a 6'6" senior, 51, Austin Reel. At center for East St. Louis, 6'8" senior, 21, Darius Miles. Blackhawks guard, a 5'10" senior, 15, Mike Fowler. Flyers guard, a 5'7" senior, number 10, Edward White. The other guard for Aurora West, a 6'5" senior, 31, Lewis Smith. The other guard for East St. Louis, a 6'3" senior, 31, Leonard Hughes. Head coach for 24 seasons, all at Aurora West, a record of 468 and 210 is Gordon.
The coach of Aurora West, Gordon Kirkman, in his 24th year, 468 victories. He is now enjoying his second 30 victory campaign. The Blackhawks with a record of 30-1 after yesterday's win. And there's Benny Lewis, 558 wins in 29 years at East St. Louis. He is 61 and 22, and he coached East St. Louis Lincoln to 4 state championships. Our officials: Greg Burton of Jerseyville, Dan Manning of Rockford, and Ken Schell of Jerseyville, as we get set for this semifinal game between Aurora West and East St. Louis. And Cap, let's check out our Hyundai keys to victory.
Well, for defensively, it's got to be who defends better. Is Aurora West going to make the extra pass and force East St. Louis to work harder? Or is East St. Louis going to take Aurora West out of what they want to do with the full court press? Shot selection for Aurora West, Gordy Kirkman told me 6 passes minimum in the front court unless it's a layup. And East St. Louis, if they score a lot off their defense, turn out the lights, the party will be over for the Blackhawks.
There is Darius Miles, first team All-State selection, needless to say. Seems almost redundant to point that out. I mean, the guy has done everything else. And as Mitch mentioned, not only does he have the block shots, not only did he bring the intimidation factor to the table yesterday, but he redirects so many shots.
Well, every time you take a shot, you have to think where he is on the court. You know, it's unlike just having a defender on you. This guy can come across the lane and swat something.
Leonard Hughes at 3-point. Shot no good. A rebound. Lewis Smith. And Aurora West the other way. Fowler in traffic. Lost it. Here's Philip Gilbert running the court. Stripped the ball by Smith. Out of bounds. It will belong to East St. Louis.
If Aurora West can handle pressure and make the extra pass to get good looks, they can spring the upset today.
Shot knocked away by Thompson. Out of bounds, and Aurora West will have the ball.
Very few people in this building give them much of a chance. Just in talking with people all morning, they just are so impressed with Darius Miles, they don't see any way Aurora West can win it. I think they can win this game. I really believe that.
LeBron the steal. 22 Gilbert, he's their second leading scorer. He's got an open look for a 3, and this time he nails it, and it is 3-0 East St. Louis.
A good start for ESL because they've gotten opportunities off their press already, and they knocked down an open look.
Aurora West with some numbers. Shot missed. There's a block.
Well, there's one already. They got an opportunity inside, but you could tell the offensive player was already thinking, I wonder where the shot block is, and he got the next one swatted.
So the first of the day for Miles, who averages 7.4 a game. Fowler in the corner. He's their point guard. There's Rio, who shoots 83% from the field, but did not have a big offensive day yesterday against Gordon Tech.
No, he didn't. He got in a little foul trouble, and he really doesn't look for his shot. He needs to do more of that inside today.
And the first foul of the ball game. Called on Robert Laban. Out of 160 possible minutes, East St. Louis starters played 150 yesterday, and that's their modus operandi.
And that's in a game that was a blowout. Imagine in a close game, they never come out.
Coach Lewis says they are trained to play that way.
That's his whole system, and that's why they zone defend.
Smith missed it. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It will go over to East St. Louis, which leads 3-0.
You couldn't possibly try and get this type of production out of starters minute-wise playing man-to-man defense. Be too many fouls.
The high-low. And Miles has his first points of the game.
Real nice job by East St. Louis. They showed good patience there. Got the big fella involved, and the dump inside on the high-low.
a steal by Miles. He'll flip to Gilbert. There was a foul.
Going to take a 20. It's a great call because his guys have completely gotten away from their press break. He is irate.
22nd timeout taken by Aurora West, down 5-0 at the 5:27 mark.
Now watch Darius Miles inside. Now you see him posted. There's no backline help. You've got to support him. There's the defender coming over a day late and $1 short is Jamal Thompson. You have to know where he is at all times with more than one defender. I can't say it strongly enough. If you don't have 2 or 3 guys on him, Katie bar the door, it's over.
Cap, a lot of comparisons being drawn between Miles and another big man who played for Betty Lewis at East St. Louis Lincoln, LaFonso Ellis. You think that's a comparison that is a valid one?
LaFonso Ellis was much more unbelievable catch, spin, and score. LaFonso Ellis was more powerful inside. He was stronger. He was a little bit better inside as a presence.
Some numbers for Aurora West. There's a redirected shot out for a 3 by Smith. It's no good. But it comes back to him. He'll fire again. And this time he makes it. And Aurora West is on the board.
That's a big 3 because you get a second chance opportunity there with an offensive rebound.
Miles stripped of the ball. And East St. Louis will take it out. The foul called on Derek Hollyfield. It will be Flyers basketball when we resume. We have an official timeout on the floor here at Carver Arena, semifinal number 1. And Gordon Kirkman and Aurora West down early to East St. Louis, 7-3.
Hey, Jeff. Now listen, I got it right here, buddy. It's icy cold and tasting great. Now come on, Jeff, you tell me, is there anybody in this world who deserves this here Pepsi more than you?
Hi, Jeff. See you later, Jeff. Now that's what I call motivation.
I don't know where she came from.
Don't worry, Jeff. There's always Daytona.
I run a rental car company, and we have 14 Hyundai Accents. Customers are always telling me how much they love the Accent. So I test drove one and I bought it. Their 10-year and 5-year warranty definitely shows you what kind of confidence Hyundai has in their vehicles. So I went into the dealership, treated me right, gave me a great deal, walked out of there a happy man. Freedom to me means to be able to go wherever you want without any problems.
The Hyundai Accent comes with the freedom of America's best warranty for only $9,634.
A full day of basketball ahead following this game. It will be semifinal number 2. Top-ranked Westinghouse against Peoria Richwoods. We'll bring you the 3rd place game tonight at 6:30, followed by the championship game. That's all today here on Fox Sports Net. 4:52 to go. First quarter, East St. Louis leading Aurora West 7-3. And the Flyers will have the basketball.
You know, you brought up LaFonso Ellis' name. I was about to say, LaFonso was more physical inside. But in terms of ball skills, Darius Miles is far superior. He walked.
Miles did have a bunch of turnovers yesterday, 9 of them, but considering that he played 32 minutes, all 32 minutes. The shot good by Jamal Thompson.
Very nicely done. He saw Miles stepping out for the shot block. But all you have to do is just take your normal shot. If he swats it, then you play on. There's nothing you can do. Why alter the shot?
There's the dunk by Miles. Miles has 6, and it's 9-5. That ends a 5-0 run by Aurora West. 41, Kevin Jenkins on the drive, blocked by Miles, out of bounds.
All right, then play on. Rather than altering your shot, take it right at him. And you want a couple times, if you can, jump stop, head and shoulder fake, and get contact. That's just a great play.
Well, 2 by Miles now. Here's Real. Dump it off to Jenkins, and the ball trickled out of bounds. It will be East St. Louis ball.
Austin Real needs to shoot that 15-footer. I know he likes it 2-3 feet from the hoop. He's got 84% field goal percentage this season, but he's got to take the 15-footer and force Miles to come out and defend it.
East St. Louis as a team shoots 70%. They've got a couple guys up around that 80% figure. Gilbert is an 88% field goal shooter as he fires the three. Missed it. Kept alive by Hughes. Out of bounds to East St. Louis.
Well, West Aurora did a poor job on the weak side on the rebounding. That was a bad three-point attempt, and you have to corral that. You cannot give second chance opportunities off of that type of shot.
There's Philip Gilbert, third-team All-State selection. Hughes. And from straight on the jumper, no good. LeBon. Miles had it, lost it. Fowler knocks it back to Gilbert. Double pumps, blocked by Real. Gilbert got it back and scores.
Real good sequence for West Aurora defensively, but bottom line is it's 2 more for East St. Louis.
And a 6-point lead, 11-5. And there's a foul as Jamal Thompson runs into some traffic. Foul called on Leonard Hughes. Team fouls even at 2. Aurora West has won 21 in a row. They haven't lost since December 28th. Their only loss of the year. That one was in overtime with Joliet. Three-pointer, good. Lewis Smith, his second of the game.
What a great screen, though. We'll get a look at that again. What a great screen to keep Miles from being able to block the shot. Just shoot your normal jumper, and he knocks it down.
Here's Miles. Put back up and in. Well, Leonard Hughes.
Great opportunity by Leonard Hughes. Nice job on the stick back, but that's just killing Gordy Kirkman. Work hard, you get Miles to miss, and then you don't clean up the glass.
Now Real will take a jumper. Out of bounds. Aurora West basketball. Let's look at this three-point shot upcoming once again.
Now this is a very nice job. Now watch the screen. You see the screen where Miles is? He can't get out there to block the shot, and he just gets enough daylight to get it off. Great, great job. I believe it was Hollyfield on the screen.
Now Smith missed from the corner. Miles has it taken away and a foul called. Jamal Thompson of Aurora West. Checking into the ball game for the Blackhawks. Gerard Tobler, 5'11" senior, number 21. There's Miles in the high post. Faces up. Missed it. Lewis Smith with the rebound.
There's the East St. Louis zone. That's all they're going to show you, basically.
Real. Shot was blocked. And a foul was called. Foul called on Robert LeBon. That's his second. And Real will step to the free throw line. Austin Real, a 76% free throw shooter. And Aurora West, 72% as a team. Yesterday they hit 24 out of 40, 60%. A turnover-filled quarterfinal victory yesterday over Gordon Tech, 74-64. Rebound LeBon, and he's bumped. Mention all the turnovers yesterday. Capped 51 turnovers in that game between Aurora West and Gordon Tech. There's
Brought to you by
Lewis.
Pillsbury.
Yes. Aurora West foul on Lewis Smith. He'll take a seat. Miles being pressured. Maintained possession. And the Flyers bring it up.
Watch the red jerseys. They continue to force Miles out. Very nice job defensively, but good recovery by the Flyers. Miles wants it.
Kicks it out. White. Miles.
They're going to get Miles on a push-off. They're going to get Miles on a push inside.
Darius Miles with his first foul.
But this whole thing is set up. Austin Real is grabbing, but you see Miles' left hand. You see where his left hand is. Look under at the just under the 5. That's an offensive foul. That's a great call.
Thompson tried to dump it off underneath. Saved inbounds by Edward White. It will be East St. Louis basketball.
He threw it off a Tobler. Very nice, perceptive play.
And White brings it up as we approach the 1-minute mark in this first quarter in our first semifinal. White against Fowler. Into the corner to Gilbert. Pinned there by Smith.
Stepped on the sideline.
Good defense there by Lewis Smith of Aurora West, forcing the turnover.
We got the clock running. I don't know why the clock is running.
I think they're going to confer right here.
They ran at least 7 or 8 seconds off the clock when the ball had already been blown dead.
Now again, the clock is controlled by the official's whistle.
That's correct. If you've missed it, there is a precision timing system that is used. The officials all have a beeper on their back, and they have a receiver on their whistle. And when they blow the whistle, it stops the clock. And it's worked flawlessly in the girls' tournament and up till this very moment. I don't know if this was related to that or if it was the operator himself.
I think they're going to put 5 seconds back on the clock.
Which is correct. It should be.
Make it 50.9.
50 or 51 was where I saw it.
50.9. There's the precision timing instrument. You wear one of those, don't you, Cap?
Absolutely, son. I'm always on time for where I need to be. Precision time.
In fact, the fella who represents the company which manufactures those devices is over at the scorer's table in conversation with the officials. And now here we go. Clock moving. Aurora West with the ball. Thompson. This is out on the wing, Holyfield, who was scoreless thus far in the game.
Well, you play for one shot here. If you hold the basketball, you go in at the end of the quarter knowing no worse than 4 points. Possibly as few as 1 if you knock down a triple.
Smith watching the clock.
Great strategy out of West Aurora to shorten this game by making the extra pass in the half court.
And now Fowler starts to move. Here's the pass. Smith. In the corner, Thompson back to Smith. 3 seconds. Holyfield for 3. Got it! And that's the quarter.
You can't play the quarter any better if you're West Aurora. You just took a pretty good punch from Miles. You knocked down a triple in his face twice, including one at the buzzer of the quarter. Very nicely done by West High. Here comes your shooter. There's Miles. But when you're set as a shooter and you get your feet set, all you got to do is load up and knock it down. When you have the first catch, then set your feet, then square your shoulders, you'll be eating leather against Darius Miles. You have to be ready.
End of 1, 13-12. East St. Louis leading Aurora West.
If you buy her dinner, she's gotta give it up.
Wake up. Just because you take us out doesn't mean you get sex.
You know, babes, they all say no, but they really mean yes.
Wake up. When we say no, we mean it.
She keeps saying stop, but no way. She owed you.
Wake up. Nothing ever gives you the right to force sex. It doesn't make you cool, powerful, or a man.
Just a rapist.
Old-time hockey is back. Blackhawk legends take the ice to support Blackhawk charities in the inaugural Blackhawk Alumni Scholarship Game. After the game is the 2000 Blackhawk Cup High School State Championship presented by United Airlines. Join Blackhawk greats Keith Magnuson, Al Secord, Dennis Savard, and more. Check out ChicagoBlackhawks.com. Tickets are $6 and are on sale at the United Center box office or through Ticketmaster. The Blackhawk Alumni Scholarship Game and 2000 Blackhawk Cup, Sunday, March 19th at the United Center. The Cubs and Universal Studios Home Video want to send you to the season-opening, history-making Cubs-Met series in Tokyo. It's the For Love of the Cubs sweepstakes. Just send in a postcard for your chance to win tickets to the Cubs-Met series in Japan. Package includes airfare and accommodations. The Cubs are the biggest thing to hit Tokyo since, well, you know who. Don't miss your chance to win this once-in-a-lifetime trip. And make sure to rent For Love of the Game. On video April 4th at Family Video. Bulls, Magic, Monday at 7 on Fox Sports Net.
The broadcast rights for this event have been granted to Fox Sports Net and Intersport Television by the Illinois High School Association. Any reproduction, rebroadcast without the express written consent of Fox Sports Net, Intersport TV, and the IHSA is strictly prohibited. We begin the second quarter. It's a one-point game in this Class AA semifinal. East St. Louis leading Aurora West, but West on a 7-2 run in the first quarter, capped by Derek Hollyfield's three-pointer at the buzzer to bring the Blackhawks within a point. Here's Real, double team. Reaching foul called on Edward White. The first quarter, Aurora West shot 40%, East St. Louis 46%. Inbounds pass chased down by Lewis Smith. Darius Miles in the first quarter, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 blocks. Fowler for 3. Holyfield put it back up, missed. Smith grabs it.
Great segment again for Aurora.
And Real throws it away. Tried to get it out on the wing for Jamal Thompson. East St. Louis has not had a close game in their current 12-game winning streak. Their average margin of victory has been 21.7 points. They've had a couple of games they've won by 13, but Cap, I wonder if they get in a close game, will that trouble them? The fact that they haven't been in a tight ball game in a while.
You know what, that's something that concerns coaches a lot. Very nice job by Aurora. Make the extra pass, run the base against the 2-3 zone. Unless you're aggressive on your corners on the baseline, that corner shot could be wide open, and I think we're going to get Miles for a foul.
Number 2, Austin Real knocked down. Second foul on Darius Miles.
Well, Darius Miles is a little bit frustrated right now. He looks over to Benny Lewis, but exactly what we talked about. Aurora's bumping him. They're letting him know there's someone around him at all times. Almost like a football linebacker that we call a spy, that spies a star running back out of the backfield. They're spying Miles. Everywhere he is, there's a body on him. Everywhere.
Miles will bring it up, and he can handle the ball, and he can run the floor. That's what's so impressive about it. The jumper from the left side, no good by Leonard Hughes.
East St. Louis is dangerously playing with shot selection. They're not getting clean looks, and they're taking tough opportunities. And there's Austin Real, exactly what he does. Miles looks toward the perimeter for a possible shot block. Kick it inside and take it to the glass.
First field goal for Real. It's a 3-point Aurora West lead. Remember, East St. Louis got out to a 7-0 advantage. Now here's Miles. Lost the ball. It's loose in the corner. Aurora West ball. An 11-2 run here.
What a great job defensively. Again, Aurora running red shirts at Miles. The ball goes in. Boom, here's your extra help. And he loses it.
Gilbert blocked it. Fowler got it back. Numbers here. Thompson, the pull-up over Miles. Followed his shot. And it's 18-13 Aurora West.
Timeout East St. Louis, and they need it because they are completely out of sync offensively. It's been thrown into Miles, and nobody's helped out, or they take a bad shot. They have got to start running some half-court offense.
East St. Louis got out to a 7-0 advantage. But Aurora West has answered after spotting the Flyers of the early lead. And they're doing a nice job on the offensive glass.
Well, here, watch this opportunity here. Here comes West Aurora. They do a very good job at looking down the floor. You can see they struggle a little bit with the press. There's Miles flying out at the shooter, nobody on the glass. There's your stick back.
11-8, the rebounding edge in favor of Aurora West. St. Louis ball. Edward White, senior, bring it up. Miles from outside. Bond grabbed it out of bounds. It will be the St. Louis ball.
But again, Miles is forced 3 or 4 feet farther out on the floor to try and get a shot opportunity.
We have an official timeout with 4:58 to go in this, the second quarter in the semifinal game. Aurora West leading East St. Louis by 5.
Bulls chairman Jerry Reinsdorf goes one-on-one with Gail Fisher to talk about the future of the franchise and how he plans to get the team back on top of the NBA. Get full access tonight at 5:30 on Fox Sports Net.
These days, seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen? Country Companies Insurance.
Feast your eyes on gorditas from Taco Bell. Ooh, warm, pillowy flatbread loaded with seasoned beef and all your favorite stuff. Choose from Baja, Santa Fe, or Supreme.
Ay, ay, ay.
And right now, they're just 49 cents each when you buy any drink. So you can afford to share some with a friend.
Hello, friend.
Gorditas, now just 49 cents with any drink. Grande taste, local value, only at Taco Bell.
The East St. Louis Flyers trailing Aurora West 18-13.
Well, great defense out of Aurora West. Now watch, there's the ball going to come down to Darius Miles on the low block. Now freeze it right there. Here come 4 red shirts to Darius Miles. He has always got a defender around him, and there's your steal opportunity. They'll get knocked out of bounds off of East St. Louis right there. Great team defense. 4 red shirts. Miles is going to be in for a very long afternoon if East St. Louis doesn't figure out how to get something going in the half court. It can't be all one-on-one and shots.
Gilbert got Smith up in the air. And Smith picks up the Aurora West foul.
That is a cardinal mistake by Aurora there. Smith, all he had to do was hold his ground. He had forced the offensive player into the air for a very tough look at the basket. Instead, he bails him out with a foul.
This is the first free throw attempted by East St. Louis, which shoots 58% from the line. Not a strength for this team, but Gilbert makes the first one. Gilbert is their best free throw shooter at 81%. Makes them both. That ends a 13-2 run by Aurora West. Tobler returns for the Blackhawks.
Smith, who's a first-team IBCA All-Stater, comes out of the ballgame with 2 fouls. That's a good move by Coach Kirkman.
Through the legs of Holyfield, but he got it. 3-on-1. Thompson stripped of the ball, dives onto the floor and grabs it. Needs some help. Tied up. And the ball will go to East St. Louis. He was surrounded there by white jerseys.
Well, the East St. Louis coaches are all over the officials. They handled the call correctly.
Absolutely. That pass will trickle out of bounds. Aurora West will have it.
Benny Lewis very upset with his guys. East St. Louis does not have the spring in their step that they had yesterday when they blew out New Trier.
Fowler, his pass deflected, and Gilbert chases it down. Numbers here, but the pass through the arms of Hughes. Aurora West the other way. Thompson all the way in, rejected out of bounds by Darius Miles.
That's just a great play. That's just there's nothing you can do about it. It's just a great play. Get it out.
Number 3 for Miles. Fowler into the corner. Tobler, it's taken away. And then stolen back by Holyfield.
And he was standing
Stepped on the sideline. It will be East St. Louis ball.
Benny Lewis just yelled at the official. I don't know if you can hear it. He said something. They're playing football.
Miles bobbled out of bounds. Last touched Aurora West.
And that's the way Aurora West is going to have to win this game, quote unquote, to play it much more physical, play football style.
The pass in the arms of LeBon. Looking for help, try to get it to Miles. It's stolen by Real. Holyfield.
Look at the ball movement. Just outstanding ball movement.
Tobler. Fowler. Holyfield setting the screen and the moving screen call. Second foul on Holyfield. Team fouls now even at 6. Into the ball game is Jenkins for Aurora West. 7 points yesterday against Gordon Tech for Kevin Jenkins. Edward White brings it up. It's past the midway point of the second quarter. 3-point Aurora West lead. Miss Miles there for the dunk.
Real did a very poor job at recognizing the air ball because he has other responsibilities, obviously, and that's finding Darius Miles, and he gets the flush. Nice job by Miles.
8 now for Miles to go on with his 3 block shots. One point, Aurora West lead. Screening. Tobler to Fowler.
Good discipline. Continue to move the basketball. East St. Louis probably going to extend their defense a little bit, see if they can force Aurora farther out on the floor.
On the baseline, Thompson dumps it off to Real. Over Miles, missed it. Thompson missed. Jenkins chases it down. Real times it, blocked by Miles.
That's just tremendous play.
And a timeout taken by East St. Louis. And Cap, I'm not sure if Miles didn't have 2 blocks on that possession.
Well, I think he had at least 2 blocks, and you know that every time Real thought about going up, he's got to look for 21. Now there's the bounce. Look how quick he goes back up. That's his second jump there, and he gets the shot block. There was another one prior to that. He is not what you would call a step jumper. Gather up, try and get up the air, and just bounce, bounce, bounce. It's incredible.
Let's go to Mitch Robinson. Mitch, what you got?
Hey guys, if you remember last year in the quarterfinal game, no one gave St. Joe's much of a chance against Darius Miles and this East St. Louis team. But much in the same way, they adjusted their shots, they played team defense and moved the ball around. Lo and behold, they won it and went on to give Gene Pingatore his first state title. Could we see it again? Well, that's yet to be determined. Back to you guys.
That was a huge lift for St. Joe's last year, knocking off East St. Louis. I would imagine that the minds of Aurora West, they would be thinking along those lines. 5 blocks already for Darius Miles. Cap, a little trivia for you. And you and Mike Lederman may have touched on this yesterday when he had the 9 blocks, but What's the record in the state tournament, AA?
Oh, I was just looking at this. It's a ridiculous number. I think it's 10.
It's 10.
And I think it's Jack Sigma.
Well, Jack Sigma has the Class A record. The record actually in AA is Uwe Blau at Effingham in 1980 with 10 blocks. Sigma had 12 in Class A
at St. Anne's.
And that record was tied by
Walter Downing.
Walter Downing. You got it. I knew I couldn't get that past you. So Miles halfway home, but his team is down 1 as we approach the 2-minute mark. Gilbert for 3. Miles.
So active. So active. You've got to have a body on him at all times, and now you get a turnover. This is what East St. Louis wants to do. Blocking foul, 3-point play.
Count the basket for LeBron.
You can never, ever relax against this club. Their half-court deficiencies are more than made up for with tremendous play in the open court through their press.
Second foul on Mike Fowler, and here is the putback.
It's tipped. Real has got to just continue to only look for Miles. And there's the stick back, or the opportunity off the press inside.
And LeBron, a 59% free throw shooter, looking to complete the 3-point play. He does, and it's a 4-point East St. Louis lead, 22-18. And now a 9-0 run by the Flyers after that 13-2 run by Aurora West. Jenkins outside with it. 35, Nathan Eimer. In for Aurora West, 6'2" junior. Fowler from straight on. Missed it. Real grabs the rebound. A runner by Jenkins.
Very nicely done. Second chance points again. Miles flew out the original time, and that took him away from the basket.
2-point game. East St. Louis with the lead as we approach the final minute. Here's Miles against Real. And an offensive foul called on Gilbert.
All right, let's see. You make the call. There goes the ball into Miles. Oh, look at that. Look at the red shirts around him. You have to move the ball via the pass, not the dribble.
Fowler. Final minute now, this first half of play.
I would bet Aurora will run the clock down now. No point in trying to force the action here.
Worked for him at the end of the first quarter. They ran it down, and Holyfield hit the 3. He's not in there right now. Jenkins
absolutely
knocks
no
down and
no question.
clobbered Edward White.
Kevin Jenkins, I mean, there's no question. I have no idea what he was thinking there. Now watch this. I mean, that's not only a moving screen, he's got his arms out as well. And no doubt about the call.
That's a pancake block in football.
That's exactly right.
White will be at the free throw line for the 1-and-1. White, a 60% free throw shooter. We'll have a sub here for East St. Louis as LeBron goes out. Devin Moss, 6'5" junior, number 23, into the ball game. 44.6. Free throw missed. Jenkins grabs it. Inside of 30 seconds. Through the arms of Jenkins, saved by Eimer.
The hallmarks of what Aurora West has done since John McDougal was there, the Hall of Famer, is great rebounding, great defense, and shot selection. And that's what the system has to be to beat East St. Louis.
Let's see what they select with 8 seconds to go. Tobler, 5 seconds. Fowler, Real, tries to shake free. Hit the front of the rim as the buzzer sounded. Good first half between third-ranked East St. Louis and number 4 Aurora West. It's a 2-point game at halftime. The Flyers lead, but only by a deuce. Let's go to Mitch Robinson.
Thanks, Dave. Coach, it's a tough one, 2-point lead. What are you going to talk to the guys at halftime about?
Well, you know, they're very patient on offense, and we're not patient on offense. We're just throwing, you know, everything up there real quickly. We got to, you know, settle it down, make more passes on our patterns, and we got to move around a little more.
The way they're throwing guys at Darius, you also tell Darius to settle down, that the game's going to come to him eventually. He'll be getting his shots to fall. Well, like I said, we were standing around. If the guys would move when they double and triple team Darius, then there would be some shots there, but they're not. They're standing there watching him. They got to move to the, you know, when they double team, somebody got to break to the basket. All right, good luck. We'll see you in the third. Thanks, Coach. All right, stay with us. When we come back, Gail Fisher joins us from over at the March Madness Experience. It's halftime right here at Fox Sports Net.
It's a battle in the desert. Old friends hook up when Jeremy Roenick battles Tony Amati. Blackhawks Coyote, Tuesday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Well, what'll it be, sweetheart? Let me guess. A nice, cold Pepsi. I wouldn't want to hear one of those crazy voices of yours, huh?
Honey, you ain't heard nothing yet. Hit it, fellas.
I work in an operating room, and sometimes it gets pretty hectic. My wife and I are expecting our first child. The last thing I need to worry about is my car. My Elantra comes with a 10-year powertrain warranty. I can rely on it. There are no worries.
Get the car Consumer's Digest named at Best Buy with Air and Power Package.
Freedom's getting behind the wheel of the car, putting the key in the ignition and going.
Get the 2000 Hyundai Elantra for only $12,234.
These days, it seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen? Country Companies Insurance.
Gail Fisher back at halftime in the March Madness Experience, where fans are experiencing the great game of basketball, and I am here at the Gus Macker 3-on-3 Challenge. With me, Scott McNeil from Gus Macker. And Scott, tell me a little bit about what you have going on here.
Well, we travel all over the state, Gail, playing Gus Macker basketball, so we thought we'd put a 3-on-3 tournament, trying to teach sportsmanship. So we have a young kids court and an older kids court, and they come up 3 at a time and play, and if they win, they stay and shake hands and get happy and have a good time.
And when does the first Gus Macker hit the towns this summer?
Well, we're traveling. We're actually in Oklahoma next weekend, and we go to about 80 tournaments across the country. But our first one here in Illinois is Memorial Day weekend in Quincy.
All right, so this is just a little warm-up to give the people a taste of what's coming.
Right, and we work with the IHSA, and they're a great group, and they really like sportsmanship, and we think it's important, so it allows us to get out and get warmed up for the year.
All right, well, I have to say that Gus Macker came to my hometown, and I happen to have a Gus Macker trophy.
Oh, really? Now, where are you from?
Rockford, Illinois.
Well, that's a great place, so we're happy to be there, too. We're there in, I think it's the 2nd or 3rd weekend in July.
All right, well, I can't wait till you come back. Thanks a lot,
Thanks
Scott.
a lot, Gail.
I appreciate it.
Hey, work on your game.
I will. All right, Dave and Dave will have highlights of this first game right after this.
The best taste for me is Pepsi. When I'm cruising down the streets of the NYC, me and my boys just shooting the breeze.
On the streets of LA, we sipping a Pepsi. To the effervescent joy, they only call it for me.
The joy of flavor,
the joy of fun,
the joy of bubble,
all on your tongue,
the joy of cola.
Y'all need a lift?
Joy Cola, Pepsi Cola.
But what about a ride, yo? I run a rental car company, and we have 14 Hyundai Accents. Customers are always telling me how much they love the Accent. So I test drove one and I bought it. Their 10-year and 5-year warranty definitely shows you what kind of confidence Hyundai has in their vehicles. So I went into the dealership, treated me right, gave me a great deal, walked out of there a happy man. Freedom to me means to be able to go wherever you want without any problems.
The Hyundai Accent comes with the freedom of America's best warranty for only $9,634.
Feast your eyes on gorditas from Taco Bell. Ooh, warm, pillowy flatbread loaded with seasoned beef and all your favorite stuff. Choose from Baja, Santa Fe, or Supreme.
Ay, ay, ay.
And right now, they're just 49 cents each when you buy any drink. So you can afford to share some with a friend.
Hello, friend.
Gorditas, now just 49 cents with any drink. Grande taste, logo value, only at Taco Bell.
You don't do what I do for a living unless you want to be heard. How's that? Louder! So I banged up my truck, right? I called my insurance company. Did anybody hear me? Nope. Out to lunch. The one time I need them, where are they?
Better to call Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers, real quick.
Somebody there to listen. That's all I want.
Country Companies Insurance.
It's halftime in our first semifinal game. The Flyers of East St. Louis leading the West Aurora Blackhawks by a score of 22-20 at the intermission. Welcome back to Carver Arena, everybody. Dave Ennett and David Kaplan with you. Good ball game going here. The way it started, Cap, looked like Aurora West was in for a long afternoon, but they answered a 13-2 run, grabbed the lead. East St. Louis came back, went back in front, but it's a 2-point game at halftime.
Well, this is, to me, a classic basketball game. You've got two contrasting styles. You've got East St. Louis, which is up-tempo. They score off their defense, have the great player inside, and their guards are given the freedom to shoot the ball from anywhere. For Aurora West, it's 5, 6, 7 passes in the front court, crash the glass, defend, and pitch a tent down in the lane anytime Miles gets his hand on the ball. So which style is going to win out? It depends who can handle the press, because Aurora has used it a little bit here in the first half, almost surprisingly. If they turn it over, East St. Louis, they're going to lose.
A contrast in styles, but similar results thus far. Here's Darius Miles going to work.
Well, Darius Miles, the 360 spin on the alley-oop. He's the best player in Illinois. I mean, it's not even close. Then Lewis Smith looks like he's going to kick it out. The defense relaxes. That's a zone. That's the weakness of a zone. You don't have a man there for responsibility. Then here's an opportunity for Hollyfield from 3. Real nice job at the end of the quarter. And then Austin Reel, good cut. Miles comes out to challenge the perimeter. You find the cutter going to the basket, and then it's more Darius Miles. Get it out. Big time shot block. You have 5, and then here's an air ball, and Miles grabs it and flushes it.
Miles leading the way with 10 points for East St. Louis at halftime. Gilbert with 7, LeBon with 3, Smith and Thompson each with 6. Hollyfield and Reel each held to 3 in the first half for Aurora West, which trails by 2 at halftime against East St. Louis. Third quarter action coming up in this semifinal game. It's East St. Louis 22, Aurora West 20 at the half.
It has long been believed the human spirit is comprised of 4 basic elements: earth, air, water, and fire. Fire Soccer rages on Fox Sports Net. So get in touch with your inner spirit and prepare for an onslaught of soccer action Chicago style. Fire Wizards, next Saturday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Net. Plus,
Jump in. Let's go, I'm there.
Just enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride.
Going coast to coast.
Joy flavor, joy fun, joy bubbles on your tongue, joy cola in your life.
Want to share my joy?
Joy cola, Pepsi cola.
Yo, Mary.
I work in an operating room, and sometimes it gets pretty hectic. My wife and I are expecting our first child. The last thing I need to worry about is my car. My Elantra comes with a 10-year powertrain warranty. I can rely on it. There are no worries.
Get the car Consumer's Digest named at Best Buy with air and power package.
Freedom's getting behind the wheel of the car, putting the key in the ignition and going.
Get the 2000 Hyundai Elantra for only $12,234.
These days, it seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen? Country Companies Insurance.
Welcome back, Carver Arena, halftime, 22-20, East St. Louis leading Aurora West here with the coach. Coach, what'd you talk to the guys at half? The defense I saw in the first half of throwing bodies out there looked great, really pressuring East St. Louis.
Very pleased with our defense, doing a heck of a job defensively and a real fine job on the board. But we got to take care of the basketball. You know, we turned the ball over 13 times, and I told our kids that we're lucky to be 2 points down at this point. We're fortunate we're not about 20 down the way we've taken care of the basketball. So we very definitely have to take care of the basketball second half and keep up the defensive pressure and stay on the boards.
All right, go get them. We'll see you at the end of the game. Thanks a lot, Coach. Stay with us. When we get back, it's time for the third quarter of our first semifinal, Class AA.
Hey, Jeff. Now listen, I got it right here, buddy. It's icy cold and tasting great. Now come on, Jeff, you tell me, is there anybody in this world who deserves this here Pepsi more than you?
Hi, Jeff. See you later, Jeff.
Now that's what I call motivation.
I don't know where she came from.
Don't worry, Jeff. There's always Daytona.
If you really want to know Chicago from people who know Chicago, click here. Metro Mix, Chicago's complete online entertainment guide.
Never to see what my heart truly believes. It runs deep, deep as any ocean. I ride a wave of faith and devotion. I got faith and devotion and devotion.
He's been voted the most powerful on-air personality in sports. He's larger than life. He sparked a passion taking the country by storm. And the Sporting News says he's generated more buzz than Oprah Winfrey and Larry King. He's arguably the hippest, freshest, funniest sports talker working today.
You're underpaid. There's no question about that.
That is some serious smack. Jim Rome, the last word. Weeknights at 6:30 and 11:30 on Fox Sports Net. Welcome to the jungle.
This is Fox Sports Net.
We get set for the start of the second half here in Carver Arena. East St. Louis leading Aurora West 22-20. Aurora will have the ball to begin the third quarter, and here we go. A 2-point game. Aurora West with a 21-game winning streak on the line. The Flyers with a 12-game streak. Here's Thompson. Pass poked away. Darius Miles with the steal. Miles drives in and draws the foul.
Well, that was 10 passes for Aurora West once they got into the front court. The 10th was the one that was taken away.
Let's check out our Country Company's first half statistics. Field goal percentages. East St. Louis a little bit better there. Points inside, as you might expect. The Flyers with a significant advantage. And turnovers, Coach Kirkman mentioned it, 13 turnovers in the first half. Now 14 by Aurora West. Darius Miles, 52% free throw shooter. And that was the first free throw attempted, or the third, but the first by Miles attempted here. In and out. They say, Cap, that that's really his only shortcoming.
That's his only Achilles heel. And as he grows up, you know, 3-4 years from now, obviously he'll need to put more weight on his body.
Fowler, a three from straight on. Got it.
Real nice job. That's not as many passes, but when you get an open look like that after 3 or 4, Kirkman will allow them that, but certainly not after one pass. Good patience and good looking shot.
We're tied at 23. Miles backing in on Rio. There's one back at him.
Taste of his own medicine.
I think you said touche on the way back up the court.
No, you don't want to do anything to rile Mr. Miles up. Probably more like sorry about that.
Yeah. Thompson stripped to the ball, out of bounds. Aurora West maintains possession. Last touch by East St. Louis. Lewis Smith will throw it in. Aurora West looking for the lead. Holyfield outside to Tobler. Tobler steps through the double team. Now Reel. Continue to pass it around. It's loose in the corner. Reel tried to save it. And so East St. Louis will have the basketball. Against the pressure, Miles catches, brings it up. Miles, the alley-oop and the jam by Levon. And Levon's hurt. No, he's okay. He fell down. It looked for a moment like he staggered backwards. There's the pass to Holyfield, trying to answer at the other end. And the putback for the weak side by Reel.
Nice job, crashed the weak side glass. Miles flies at the first shot block. He doesn't get it, but he forces a terrible shot. But it really sets up Reel very well.
They're still tied.
We've got somebody down.
That's Gilbert down for East St. Louis. And Levon got shaken up. And Gilbert's up.
Got some blood.
They're going to
Here
walk
comes
him right to the
Miles
locker
with
room.
the flip, and there's the flush. Nice pass and a great finish by Levon. Gilbert will have to go to the locker room. He got popped in the mouth. And Benny Lewis right in front of us is talking with one of the officials. He said, this is ridiculous. It's a football game out here.
23, Devin Moss into the ball game. Must be some blood on the floor.
Right, that'll all have to be treated.
We'll see if we can pick up what happened here to Gilbert.
It was really nothing dirty. It was just
a hard collision.
A hard collision. I'm trying to see who that was trying to fight through a screen and had his arm up. Benny Lewis now has just told one of the officials, he said, you all better be careful. There's going to be a big fight in here. It's getting very physical.
Gilbert has not yet returned. Now they're still working on the floor. Again, the winner of this game will take on the winner of semifinal number 2, Peoria Richwoods, which of course will have a big hometown following here at the Peoria Civic Center later on today against the Chicago Public League champs, Westinghouse. to go. And Aurora West with the basketball.
Out of bounds, out of bounds.
And East St. Louis forces the Aurora West turnover.
Nice job on the press by East St. Louis, and that's what forced that turnover. Poor pass into the front court.
Here's Darius Miles. What do you call him, Cap? A point center?
I guess that would be a point power forward. He'll end up being a 3 at the NBA level, though.
He may be there sooner rather than later from the sound of it.
He's a great talent.
Signed to play at St. John's, but says if he's going to be a high lottery pick, he's going to come out.
I would think he would be.
Well, I guess. There's Miles. Pushed by Real.
It's a good call. Real put the body into him. That's the right call.
And we have a timeout on the floor with 4:44 to go in this, the third quarter in semifinal number 1. Winner of this game will play for a state championship tonight. We're tied at 25.
It's your corn. We won't tell you how to plant it. We won't tell you how to raise it. We won't tell you how to sell it. It's your corn. But from now on, they're our weeds. Balance 2000, the first pre-herbicide for corn that recharges with rain to deliver your best shot at true one-pass weed control. Balance 2000, they're our weeds.
Feast your eyes on gorditas from Taco Bell. Ooh, warm, pillowy flatbread loaded with seasoned beef and all your favorite stuff. Choose from Baja, Santa Fe, or Supreme.
Ay, ay, ay.
And right now, they're just 49 cents each when you buy any drink. So you can afford to share some with a friend.
Hello, friend.
Gorditas, now just 49 cents with any drink. Grande taste, local value, only at Taco Bell.
4:44 to go in the third quarter. East St. Louis and Aurora tied at 25.
Well, there's Landon Cox, J.W. Smith, and some other public league personnel. Now, how ironic is it to see how they get together? That's Landon Cox of King High School, who's won the championship several times. His hat says CPS Champions, Westinghouse High School. And I saw him yesterday, and I said, how's the weekend going? He said, it'll go fine if Westinghouse wins. It's neat to see how they all get behind one another and they try and root on whoever it is in the public league, because I'll tell you what, in the summertime and during the season, they are arch rivals.
No question. But there's a big contingent of public league fans, supporters down today to cheer on the Westinghouse Warriors. Try to bring the state championship back to the public league. Of course, Whitney Young won it 2 years ago with Quentin Richardson. And that cast. Now Westinghouse trying to get it done. At the moment, it's East St. Louis and Aurora West. Gilbert, a 15-footer, got it. Well, evidently the injury did not hurt him any.
Well, that was a real nice job by the pass of Miles to find the shooter. Poor job on the double team by Aurora. Wasn't aggressive enough.
Holyfield bounces to Real. Blocked from behind by Miles. Real got it back, blocked again. Into the arms of Gilbert. One-on-one on Smith. The pull-up, take it. Missed it. And Thompson the rebound. Two more blocks for Darius Miles.
Unbelievable.
That's 8 now in the game.
He'll have the record, I guarantee it. A, double A, triple A, 10A, it won't matter.
Still have a quarter and a half to go. Out of bounds to Aurora West. Gordon Kirkman brought Aurora West here in '97. They finished second to Peoria Manual, losing by 4 in the championship game. There's Gilbert. Hughes off the mark. Tobler called for the foul. His first, third team foul. From outside, a three-point shot by Miles. You know, Cappy's hit 26% of his three-pointers.
Well, Benny Lewis just let him have it. He said, get down where you belong. Last year in the game they lost to St. Joe, I thought he drifted too much away from the basket, and that's what cost him that ball game.
Holyfield. Thompson numbers here. Miles still took it away from Thompson. Thompson tried to steal it back, but couldn't. A block. Miles stepped on the baseline.
No, they're going to say Aurora West did on the attempted steal.
All right, so it will be Flyer basketball.
Miles just got away with a shove. Miles just got away with shoving Austin Real.
Right in front of the Aurora West student section. They caught it. Here's White. Looking inside. LeBon. There's a steal, Fowler. And then he steps on the sideline. Made a great play, but was tight roping the sideline and just didn't have room to operate.
Let's see the last block by Miles.
Which one?
Look at this. Look at that. That's just great timing. He goes up in the air. The player hasn't even shot it yet. He still finds a way to get a hand on the ball.
Gilbert. He's had it lost it. Miles cleans it up, count the basket, and a chance for a three-point play. Rio will call for the foul, his second.
There's the loose ball, and again, you can't know where he is at all times. You do the best you can, and he comes up in the right spot.
Miles has hit 2 of 3 from the line, 14 points in the game, and East St. Louis on a 5-0 run here. Leaping grab. Holyfield scoops it in.
What a great take. He knew the shot block was coming. The reverse layup difficult, but he gets it to go.
And Aurora West back within 3. Here's Miles, the dunk.
That's unstoppable. I don't care who you've got. Elton Brand wouldn't have stopped that.
Tobler. Out of bounds, East St. Louis ball. Holyfield could not control it on the sideline.
Jordy Kirkman, Curtis Shaw trying to urge on Aurora West. Right now, a 5-point deficit.
Holyfield out of the ball game. Miles does here. Stumbled. Nearly lost it. Out of bounds. It will be East St. Louis ball. Tobler trying to get to it.
Miles is not letting the game come to him right now. He's trying to take it over. Benny Lewis just got this. Darius settled down. You can see how aggressive he has become trying to take the ball to the basket.
7-2 run here for the Flyers.
Miles going to get called. He's not careful using that left arm.
The jumper over Real, no good. Knocked right back into his arms. Miles ends up on the floor along with Jenkins. Jenkins picks up his second. 15 foul. 2 shots here for Darius Miles. East St. Louis 5 of 7 from the line, 71%. The numbers, 9 blocks by Miles. Cap, we made the LaFonso Ellis comparison earlier. What about Kevin Garnett?
Well, Darius is better putting the ball on the deck than Kevin Garnett was at this level. I'm not talking about what Kevin does now with the Timberwolves. Kevin Garnett was more dominant as a low post player in terms of having his back to the basket and scoring. Darius is more of a small forward. I give the edge to Garnett ever so slightly.
Miles on the baseline. Another foul. And 2 more shots coming up for Miles, who missed 2 a moment ago, and Jenkins picks up another foul. It's 3.
The thing that would concern me for either of these 2 teams, especially St. Louis, because they have no depth, they don't play anybody off the bench, is to go to tonight. If you get to the championship game, coming off a physical game like this, if you have to play Westinghouse, can you recover in time?
Free throw shooting. St. Louis 50%. Miles has missed 3 in a row.
Make it 4. Doesn't get his legs into it.
Miles comes out on the floor to guard Tobler, and he gives up the basketball. Tobler a 3, missed it. Picked up by Hughes. Final minute of the 3rd quarter, as Gilbert brings it up for East St. Louis.
West Aurora trying to take Edward White out of the game. They don't want him handling the ball because he is the point guard. Travel.
Miles calling for the travel.
Again, Benny Lewis up with his hand saying, settle down, Darius. Let the game come to you. I would imagine Aurora, once they get in the front court, will try and just run the clock down here and get 1 look and regroup in the huddle for the 4th quarter.
Aurora West with 6 turnovers here in this quarter.
Good call. They got him.
Called on LeBron.
I believe just
It's the first foul in the 2nd half on East St. Louis.
I was going to say, I looked up, I said 1 team foul. Wow. 6 on Aurora, so the next Aurora foul East St. Louis will shoot.
Thompson for 3, missed it. Scramble for the basketball, timeout, Aurora West. Gordon Kirkman signaling for the timeout. But Thompson missed the shot from outside.
And I think he was just telling him, he tapped him on the side of the head. Think. We're playing for 1 shot. What you don't want to do as Aurora is take a bad shot like that, miss it, and now you give East St. Louis a chance to come down, and now all of a sudden it's a 7-point deficit.
Coming up after this game, semifinal number 2, top-ranked Westinghouse against Peoria Richwoods. Mike Lederman and Stormin Norman Van Leer will bring you that one. And the winners of these 2 games will meet at 8:30 tonight. You'll see both the championship game and the 3rd place game right here on Fox Sports Net, along with our special March Madness experience. It's all coming up tonight. 15 seconds to go. Aurora West basketball. Five seconds. Fowler to Smith. Smith back out to Fowler. 1 second. They're going to get a shot away. No. Basket would not have counted. And we have played 3 quarters in this Illinois Class AA semifinal game. At the end of 3, the Flyers of East St. Louis lead Aurora West Blackhawks 32-27.
Now, what'll it be, sweetheart?
Let me guess. A nice cold Pepsi. I wouldn't want to hear one of those crazy voices of yours, huh?
Honey, you ain't heard nothing yet. Hit it, fellas.
The Bulls machine is ready to roll. Bulls basketball on Fox Sports Net.
Oh, face to face!
Turn us on all season long. Blackhawks Coyotes, Tuesday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Where do you go for the most complete and up-to-date information on your favorite high school sports teams? Check out www.ihsa.org. Also be sure to check out marchmadness.org for everything in and around the IHSA basketball tournaments. And we start the fourth quarter here at Carver Arena. 8 minutes remaining. Gilbert, who got banged up earlier.
He just had some medical attention on the bench. They retaped the cut over his lip, and he's ready to go.
East St. Louis up 5. Aurora West shut out for the last 4+ minutes of the third quarter. And a 1-and-1 opportunity upcoming here for East St. Louis.
Well, that one hurts you for Aurora West. They had the opportunity with a turnover in the lane. They committed the foul on the passing. All you want to do is defend that. You do not want to reach.
Thompson to foul his second. The free throw rims off in the arms of Lewis Smith. Well, that's 5 straight free throws that East St. Louis has missed. They could have really opened up some breathing room, but instead they find themselves leading by just 5. Corner, Holyfield for 3, got it.
Well, that's huge. That is huge.
He's hit 2 of them, Cap. He's attempted 2 and he's hit 2.
Well, we talked earlier, the weakness against this zone, if you're not aggressive on the baseline corners, it's going to be an open shot along that baseline. That's exactly what Aurora West got.
2 games here in Peoria. Holyfield has made all 5 of his 3-point field goals. That one brings the Blackhawks within 2. Miles dumps it to Hughes, missed. Real knocks it to Smith. Aurora West looking to tie. Inside, Real against Miles, missed it. Miles grabs it. Miles may have gotten poked in the eye, or was it contact? Let's go to Mitch Robinson.
Hey guys, Darius lost that contact lens before Rio went up for the shot. He played it with one contact lens on his finger and the other hand for the block. Not bad. Back to you.
And he grabbed that rebound with the other, his free hand.
All right, now let's see if we'll try and get that for you.
What would you call it? That dexterity, Cap?
I would call that.
Call it skill.
Contactarity.
Over the backboard, Aurora West gets the ball.
All right, let's check it out. There's the pass inside to Real. Now look at his left hand. You can see it. He's holding it. That is phenomenal. That's the play of the tournament.
Real. And LeBon clears. St. Louis up by 2 with the basketball.
Look out.
Miles missed it. And Fowler, 5'10", grabs the rebound.
That's a real break. He caught that down low. Normally, that's money in the bank.
Finds Thompson on the block.
Go get Miles.
Number 3 on Darius Miles.
It's just the second team foul on East St. Louis in the half.
Aurora West looking for that shot.
I would expect Lewis Smith, 31, to be a guy they're going to try and get a scoring opportunity for along the baseline, popping out to the corner.
Smith only 6 points in the game. Thompson got it.
Bring it up. Tie ball game.
5.5 to go. 32 all. First points of the second half for Thompson.
The next block for Darius Miles will be a new tournament record.
Real went for the block and missed. Out of bounds. East St. Louis ball.
And it would tie it. It would equal the 10 blocks all time in the tournament game.
And give him 19 in 2 games with another one still to play. Miles bumped it to White, and it's taken away by Aurora West. Fowler.
Telling you, watch Lewis Smith. They're going to try and get him a shot opportunity somewhere along the baseline or the wing.
Smith for real. Holyfield from the corner. Aurora West has the lead.
Very nice job by Aurora West, overloading the left side of the court, saying we're going to play ball right here.
3 for 3 on 3-pointers for Holyfield for the second day in a row. And it's a 3-point Blackhawk lead.
Real and Miles are really locked in there.
Knocked out of bounds. East St. Louis ball. Now how big are those missed free throws? 4:14 to go in the fourth quarter in this state semifinal game. And Derek Holyfield coming up big for Aurora West to put them ahead by 3. 4:14 to go.
These days, it seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen? Country Companies Insurance.
If you buy her dinner, she's gotta give it up.
Wake up! Just because you take us out doesn't mean you get sex.
You know, babes, they all say no, but they really mean yes.
Wake up! When we say no, we mean it.
And she keeps saying stop, but no way. She owed you.
Wake up! Nothing ever gives you the right to force sex. It doesn't make you cool, powerful, or a man.
Just a rapist.
Let's check out our Taco Bell game summary. Shooting percentages dead even. Inside scoring, the edge to East St. Louis. Miles 9 blocks to go along with 16 points and 6 rebounds. There is Philip Gilbert waiting to inbound the ball right in front of us.
I'm watching Real and Miles. Real is doing a lot of talking, not at Miles. He's communicating defensively. And Miles is just looking at him as if to say, would you get off of me?
Steal by Smith. A 3-point Aurora West lead.
Take care of the basketball now. If you're Aurora for East St. Louis, extend your defense.
Cap East St. Louis has not scored in the fourth quarter. An 8-0 run here by Aurora West.
East St. Louis has gone man-to-man. Try to force the action and see if they can come up with a turnover.
There's Smith. Thompson. And Real from the corner over Miles. Missed it. Put back in. Thompson.
Nobody boxes out on the weak side. You go man-to-man and you don't normally play it. You don't know your responsibilities in all aspects of the defense, and that cost him right there.
It was 32-27 East St. Louis after 3. 10-0 Aurora West here in the fourth quarter with 3:10 to go. Aurora West beat AC East St. Louis for the second time this year. Miles picking it back out, throw it away.
Timeout, Benny Lewis, which is a good call. He's going to need it because he's going to have to talk defense with his guys. He wants a full timeout. He is going to have to talk to his guys about man-to-man defense. This is not something they normally use. He's getting out, I think, the clipboard. He's going to do some writing. Guys have to understand, man-to-man is not just, I have this guy and you have that guy. You have to know how to handle weak side responsibilities, always be one pass away, ball you man, which means you are between the ball and your man. You got to get up in passing lanes and force the action.
Let's listen in here to Coach Kirkman.
You get a good one-on-one situation, I don't want you to force it where you might travel, but if you get a good one-on-one situation where you think you can beat some of the basket, good. Austin, if Miles comes to help, you're going to have to get to the open spot on the other side. If you go and you think you're not sure about it, take it on through, pull it out. But keep the ball moving, keep your spacing, and keep good floor balance, okay? But always keep looking at the basket. I don't want you looking out here midcourt. We're still attacking the basket. Take your time. They can tell you. We got 3 fouls left.
The pressure's on them. They're going to have to foul. Keep the ball in your hand. They're going to go after the ball.
Let's go quickly to Mitch Robinson. Mitch?
Hey guys, in the East St. Louis huddle, they were talking about, well, basically don't stand around when the shot goes up. You got to rebound. Coach Lewis says he's embarrassed by the way that they're not boxing out and that Aurora West is getting to all the open balls. Over to you.
You heard Coach Kirkman saying keep the ball moving.
You also heard him say do not throw it back toward half court and just relax. We're still attacking. That is the right way to play it. This game is a long way from over. You don't put it in the deep freeze.
Nearly a 7-minute drought for East St. Louis. Thompson. He's hit some big shots for them, as has Holyfield. Holyfield has the ball.
You also have to set very legal screens if you're Aurora West.
Real. All the way in. Missed it. And Miles grabs it. Here's Darius Miles, plows into Fowler, and a blocking foul called on Fowler.
It's the right call. Did the best he could to try and slow down the freight train. And it's his gutty, moves right into Miles, no question.
You have to admire
the guts.
Fowler's
I don't know about his common sense.
intestinal fortitude. At the line, Miles, and Miles has struggled. He's missed 4 in a row from the free throw line. Make it 5 in a row, and Real grabs it. And East St. Louis, 5 of 13 from the free throw line, and they have missed 6 in a row.
Lewis Smith is the best perimeter player that they have. He's first-team All-State IBCA for Aurora. I would expect him to be spotting up and trying to help out if there's an open 12, 14-footer if Miles goes to double.
Hughes commits the foul, but they have some fouls to give. That's just the 3rd team foul, 2 minutes to go, 4th quarter, 5-point Aurora West lead. Aurora West has not allowed a point here in the 4th quarter.
Now, East St. Louis has got a problem. They're going to have to start foul. They're going to have to foul. They only have 3 team fouls. They want to get Aurora to the free throw line.
2-possession game.
You can hear Benny yelling, foul. Now they finally call it.
All right, so that's 4.
They're going to have to continue to foul. You hear Benny Lewis right here saying, foul. We've got to get them to the free throw line.
Aurora West has 3 timeouts remaining.
Another one.
There's another. That's 5.
Well, if I was Aurora, I'd probably break someone here into the back court.
Fowler fouled by White. made up that difference in a hurry.
Real quick.
17 fouls on East St. Louis. And Aurora West now in the 1-1.
Well, this is what it's come down to. Can you make your free throws? East St. Louis has not. Austin Real gets an opportunity.
Aurora West, 72% foul shooting team. Real.
Another one makes it a 3-possession game.
38-32.
Aurora does not want to let East St. Louis get to the free throw line. You can't let them score without the clock moving.
Missed it. Miles the rebound. Darius Miles, let's see if he takes it all the way himself. Off the glass, Darius Miles.
Makes it look so
First
easy.
fourth quarter points for East St. Louis and a quick foul.
Makes it look so easy.
Miles, 18 points, 8 rebounds in the game to go along with 9 blocked shots. Right now, all that matters, though, a 4-point deficit. And Thompson at the free throw line. Jamal Thompson, 83% free throw shooter. Best foul shooter for Aurora West. And he missed it. And then Miles had it knocked away by Holyfield, but Gilbert saves it for East St. Louis. 4-point game, 1:12 to go. Nearly stolen. Real couldn't quite come up with it.
Does it get any better than this? This is just phenomenal basketball.
And you really have no idea right now how this game is going to end up. East St. Louis with the ball. 1:02 to go.
Missed the shot, but they get the second chance opportunity. And that is not what you want out of Darius Miles.
With 58 seconds to go, Aurora West ball.
Starting to panic a little bit on the East St. Louis side.
And the quick foul, Miles fouls.
That's his fourth.
Holyfield. Number 4, Darius Miles. 19 fouls on East St. Louis. They went from 3 to 9 in the space of about a minute, less than a minute. Fourth on Miles. Holyfield at the free throw line for the first time of the ball game. A 69% free throw shooter, has not been to the line very often.
Big. One more and 2 threes can only tie you.
Aurora West played for a championship in 1997, losing to Peoria Manual. Missed it. LeBon, the rebound.
I know John McDougal's at home watching this game. He coached Aurora in '76 when they lost by 1 in one of the greatest finals of all time. Laird Smith, a jumper at the buzzer.
And now a 3 from the left. Got it, Gilbert with the 3. And it's a 2-point game. And the foul by East St. Louis. That's 10 team fouls. Here's the 3-pointer by Gilbert. .41 seconds to go. There you see the 3-point shooting, 50% for Aurora West. Gilbert has both of those threes for East St. Louis. The first one came in the first quarter. And now moments ago, the 3-pointer to bring the Flyers within 2.
Now, we do have some controversy here. The officials are talking. And I think...
Well, they've taken a team foul off the board for East St. Louis.
What they're going to call it is, they're going to say that East St. Louis, after the 3, got a timeout before the ball was inbounded and a foul was committed. There's no foul on the play. Aurora is going to have to inbound it again.
Possession arrow to Aurora West. Timeouts remaining. 3 for the Blackhawks, 1 for the Flyers. Neither team has a foul to give.
It's Dan Manning, the official out of Rockford, who is taking the call here, taking charge. He's on the baseline, and Aurora's going to have to inbound the ball again against this very tough East St. Louis press. Dan Manning, Greg Burton, and I think it's Ken Shell out of Jerseyville.
Holyfield has it. Fowler, and there's the foul. Leonard Hughes with 36.8. So Fowler, 74% free throw shooter, will step to the line. And 2 free throws. Aurora West in the double bonus. There's one. 3-point lead. This to make it a 2-possession game. This place absolutely electric.
It is awesome in here. Missed it. Nope.
Got it.
Goes in.
4-point lead, 41-37. Now the clock starts. 35 seconds. Miles saved in the corner. And a foul.
They're going to get Austin Real. They'll get him with the body.
That's the 3rd foul on Austin Real.
Well, there's a great save by East St. Louis. That's close.
And LeBon will be at the line.
He did body him.
But fortunate for East St. Louis that LeBon was there, because that pass thrown a bit too far, even for Darius Miles with his, what's his wingspan, Cap? About
50 feet.
Seems that way, doesn't it? 28.6. The Aurora West fans trying to cheer on their Blackhawks to victory and a berth in the state championship game tonight at 8:30. Upcoming, Peoria Richwoods against Westinghouse. Let's take you into the huddle.
Run the baseline. Make sure you're out of bounds. Look for Lloyd. Top guy goes, looks for hook back. This guy back to the ball. Get it in bounds. Try to get it back to Mike and isolate. We've got, hey, now let's go on. Look, wait a minute. We've got 2 more timeouts left. 28 seconds to go. Think you're getting in trouble, you call timeout. But don't look for that timeout. Don't lean on it, okay? Look to bring the ball up the floor. You guys rush it against the floor. If your man comes back to double, if Mike is bringing the ball up the floor, your man comes back to double, look for the open area of the court. If this area's open, I prefer you go that way as opposed to this way. Box out the rebound. Box out the free throw. Get the ball in. Box out and get the ball in the next ball. Don't take any chances.
I mean, to me, that is just the greatest. To watch 2 guys, 2 great coaches, Benny Lewis and Gordy Kirkman, and how they deal with their teams and how they talk and the strategy. It's just awesome. It's everything that you hope out of March Madness.
53 years of coaching experience between these 2 coaches, and about 1,000 victories between the 2 of them. And it all comes down to 28.6 seconds. LeBon at the free throw line. LeBon today 1 for 1 from the line. 59% on the season. Got 1. It's a 3-point game. Two-point ball game, 28.6. 41-39. Smith and to Thompson. Real open down the court. Thompson got it back. 15 seconds, 16 seconds as the whistle sounds, 16.4.
Well, Aurora wanted an intentional foul. Gordy Kirkman's And a half-hearted grin on his face.
Foul on Gilbert, number 2. Lewis Smith at the free throw line.
Aurora West got very lucky there that that ball wasn't stolen. They, in their zeal to find the open man under the basket, nearly lost it.
2 shots for Smith. In and out.
Well, here's the foul. Aurora West wanted the 2-shot foul. It's not blatant. It was pushed, but it's not blatant.
This for a 3-point lead. Got it. 42-39, 16.4. East St. Louis down 3 with the basketball.
Gilbert will be the guy they want to take the 3.
He'll take it. Off the glass. Aurora West has it. Thompson fouled with 5.9. Thompson grabbed the loose ball. And 1 free throw here to make it a 2-possession game. Edward White fouled out for East St. Louis.
Great effort out of East St. Louis. And this game is not over. You miss 2 free throws, you can easily hit a triple.
Thompson at the free throw line. 0 for 1. He's now 0 for 2. And again, he's their best free throw shooter. 83%. He's the guy that Aurora West would want at the line in this situation. Need this one to make it a 2-possession game. And they got it. 5.9. And the pass off the hands of Moss out of bounds. Aurora West gets it with 5.2.
This ball game is over.
The celebration begins in the Aurora West student section.
You ought to see their student section. They are going berserk.
Smith has it. 2 seconds. Aurora West will play for the championship tonight.
What a huge victory for Gordon Kirkman and West Aurora. Their game plan worked to perfection.
22 consecutive victories, and the Blackhawks will play either Peoria Richwoods or top-ranked Westinghouse tonight in the championship game. Darius Miles, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 9 blocks. He will be playing tonight in the 3rd place game. 43-39, Aurora West defeats East St. Louis. Let's go to Mitch Robinson.
Hey guys, sorry coach, I'll turn you this way. Well, 2 for 2 against them. You got their number. What a gutty performance.
Well, it was. They didn't really have us on the ropes, but I thought they might a few times. But our kids hung in there. Particularly turned the ball over like we did. I wasn't so sure that we could hang with them if we kept giving them the basketball. But defensively, I thought it was a great effort. Offensively, as the game progressed, we started hanging on the ball, started getting better ball movement, and made some clutch shots.
Enjoy watching the second one in scouting for your championship tonight, Coach.
I don't think I'll be able to concentrate on it, but we'll try.
Thanks. Let me bring in Austin. Austin Real, what a performance. You really worked hard on Darius. You had him frustrated, looked like, with the physical play underneath.
Well, he had me frustrated a little bit, too. He's a heck of a player, and, you know, you just try and hold your own against him. You're not going to be able to stop him. He's going to get his points. The best thing you can do is just try and contain him.
I saw you were like the general out here directing everyone on defense. You really kept your teammates in the game. Is that your role when you're on the floor, to take control?
No, not really. You know, it's with our team, it's not one person every night. You know, it's the same. It's different people. You know, everybody steps up and does something a little bit every time. You know, so tonight, you know, I drew the big guys. So, you know, it got me going, motivated me a little bit. So.
Let me ask you quickly, which one would you rather see tonight, Westinghouse or Richwoods?
No comment.
All right, we'll see you tonight. Congratulations. All right, stay with us. When we come back, it's time to roll on, get ready for that second semifinal.
You don't do what I do for a living unless you want to be heard. How's that? Louder! So banged up my truck, right? I called my insurance company. Did anybody hear me? Nope. Out to lunch. The one time I need them, where are they?
Better to call Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers, real quick.
Somebody there to listen. That's all I want.
Country Companies Insurance.
The best taste for me is Pepsi. When I'm cruising down the streets of the NYC, me and my boys just shooting the breeze.
On the streets of LA, we sipping a Pepsi. To the effervescent joy, they only call it for me.
The joy of flavor,
The joy of fun,
the joy of bubble,
all on your tongue.
the joy of soul.
Y'all need a lift?
Joy Cola, Pepsi Cola.
Who would have had a ride, yo?
How's that for sleight of hand? Corey Maggette comes home to face former mate Elton Brand and the Bulls. Bulls Magic, Monday at 7 on Fox Sports Net.
Whoa, what's up? Oh, that's a miss. That's lame. Sports drinks, colas, like that's working up there? But you get something good. You know why you don't have game? Because you don't got milk, that's why. Vitamin D. You want the D, you need me. Oh, right there. Basket's that way, Chief. Yeah.
Want game? Milk has 9 essential nutrients for active bodies.
You know what? When you guys are done denying, your beverage problem, give me a call. I'll be in the fridge. Come on, Shake.
Welcome back, Carver Arena. We just witnessed a great upset, if you can call it that. Aurora West defeating East St. Louis, advancing to tonight's AA State Championship game. Now it's time for the Country Company's three-point showdown. I'm Mitch Robinson, and joining me now is Rich Piacek. And Rich, for those who haven't seen this competition, why don't you just go over the rules for what the 4 contestants will go through?
Okay, these people started back in the regionals. These are 4 finalists. They finished in first 4 places Thursday night. They all made 12 out of 15 shots. There are 3 racks of 5, and they shoot from right to left. They have 45 seconds. They just keep shooting. We keep adding them up.
Now, we saw in the single A competition last week some pretty tough shooting. In front of a noisy crowd like this, can you imagine what these kids feel like?
These kids have practiced over in the other experience, and they made a lot of shots. I'm looking for some good competition.
All right, Rich, I'll let you get ready to watch them, and I appreciate you explaining the rules to us, and I'll go over to our 4 contestants.
Okay, thanks, Mitch.
Thanks a lot. The 4 contestants today are Ricky Rigolato out of Franklin Park Layton High School, Pat Bree out of Crystal Lake South, Matt Neville out of Urbana High School, and Jason Stround out of Morton High School. It is the Country Company's three-point showdown. Like we said, they stand outside. They have the 3 racks, 5 balls. All the balls are worth the same. There's no bonus balls like you have in the NBA. It's each one's worth 1 point. Usually we see from this a bunch of guards, and I see that it is holding true today. It looks like we got the smaller guys, the marksmen, as it were. Now, for all of them to hit 12 out of 15 in the to qualify for the finals here, you know we're in for a good one. Of course, when you're in front of this crowd and the electricity in the air after that first semifinal game, who knows how you react, if you can stand the pressure or not. You'll be able to see all the action. 45 seconds. This is Ricky Rigolato out of Layton High School in Franklin Park. He's positioning the racks the way he likes them. Ricky sporting the Dave Kaplan hairdo. Ricky 0 for 1. There's 1. Ricky Rigolato doesn't get a lot of lift off his jump. He gets 1 out of the first 5. From the top of the key, this is usually where they zero in. He's making me look good. Oh, he's got 3. He's got 4. You can see the count. 4 so far, and got 5 more to go. There's his. See if he can turn up the heat a little on the rest. There's 6. Trying to finish strong. 7. Trying to go for that 8th shot. He doesn't, but he gets 7. 7 shots. It's not a gimme, let me tell you, by any means. Nice shooting for Ricky Rigolato out of Layton High School. Now it's at a Layton High School, excuse me. Now it's Pat Bricks out of Crystal Lake South. Pat Bricks, one of the taller of the contestants. His role on his team, of course, kick it out and put it down. And Pat Bricks is off. Nailing the first shot, the confidence builder. Nice release for Pat. He's got 3. He's got 4 of the first 5 and moves to the second rack. There's his 5th. 6. He's on fire. That's 7. 5 for 5 on that rack. Oh, I spoke too soon. No, it is 5 for 5. There's 9 for him. He hits his 10th. The string is broken. There's number 11. See if he can tie the 12 that he made to qualify. And he gets his 12th shot. 12 of 15 for Pat Bricks out of Crystal Lake South. I could see even Gail Fisher smiling on that because, you know, she was a 3-point marksman of her own. Actually quite a good basketball player. And Gail Fisher will be joining us in the next game, taking you through that second semifinal game coming up. Number 1 Westinghouse against Peoria Ridgeways. Right now it's Matt Neville out of Urbana High School. The number to beat, 12. Nice arcing 3-point shot. He's hit 3 straight and his 4th goes down. Doesn't touch anything but twine. Off a bit on there. You can see it on the release. This one's good. That's good. Oh. He's not getting the kind bounce. The tough rim, 6. He needs, even if he hits this for these 5 in a row, he can't win. But he can make a nice showing at the end here. 8. Going for his 9th. Last ball, the shot. Finishes with 8. That is Matt Neville, Urbana High School, finishing with 8. So far, the number to beat. Pat Bricks is 12. The last contestant, Jason Stround out of Morton. Jason positioning the racks himself, getting comfortable. He likes to have the Wilsons all facing the same way, it looks like. Storm and Norm Van Leer in attendance. Jason Stround 0 for 2. He's got to get hot in a hurry. There he goes. Only 1 out of the first bucket. Well, you know what that means. It means that Pat Bricks will be the Country Company's 3-point shootout champion of the 2A class. And he will come back tonight and take the challenge of King of the Hill against the single A champion. Nice shooting, nice finishing up for Jason Stround out of Morton High School. Jason finishes with 6 3-pointers. And that'll do it. Your winner, Pat Bricks of Crystal Lake South. When we come back, we'll talk with the Country Company's 3-point shooter champion. Stay with us right here on Fox Sports Net.
If you really want to know Chicago from people who know Chicago, click here. Metro Mix, Chicago's complete online entertainment guide.
The Cubs and Universal Studios Home Video want to send you to the season-opening, history-making Cubs Met Series in Tokyo. It's the For Love of the Cubs sweepstakes. Just send in a postcard for your chance to win tickets to the Cubs Met Series in Japan. Package includes airfare and accommodations. The Cubs are the biggest thing to hit Tokyo since, well, you know who. Don't miss your chance to win this once-in-a-lifetime trip. And make sure to rent For Love of the Game. On video April 4th at JC Flicks.
Hello, I'm Jim Corno, Senior Vice President and General Manager of Fox Sports Net Chicago. This year, our Sports Awards dinner raised over $210,000 benefiting the March of Dimes. This money will go to support the battle against birth defects. On behalf of all of us here at Fox Sports Net, I'd like to thank everyone who supported the dinner and encourage you to support the March of Dimes all year long.
Jim Rome, The Last Word. Weeknights at 6:30 and 11:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back to Carver Arena. That is the happy mom of Pat Bricks, the Country Company 3-point shootout winner. Man, get her on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. She is nothing but energy. Pat, you reel up 12 of them, no pressure in front of the crowd.
Well, I shot 12 during the prelims, and then I felt since I got there I had nothing to lose, so I might as well. I was just trying to stay, I wasn't trying to be nervous.
As we look, I think you're more nervous in this interview. As we look at you, you get into the rhythm there. Are you just feeling for the ball? You're looking at the net, and you just keep shooting it up like it's just a mechanic.
It's just mechanic. I'm trying not to look at the big screen so it doesn't mess me up. So I'm just trying to focus on the rim. That's what my Coach Olson and Coach Collins always tell me to do, is focus. And that's what I've been doing throughout this whole thing.
Always good to give the coaches a little pump. Maybe they'll take care of you next year. Talk to me about tonight. You excited then coming back into the King of the Hill competition?
Oh yeah, I'm real excited. This was the most I'll be nervous for. So hopefully when I get tonight, I won't be nervous, and I hopefully shoot better.
Yeah, you know, if you win again tonight, I'm going to have to interview you again, okay?
All right.
Congratulations. Nice job.
Thanks.
That is Pat Bricks and his excited mother. Stay with us when we come back. We'll get ready for that second semifinal game.
These days, it seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen? Country Companies Insurance.
Feast your eyes on gorditas from Taco Bell. Ooh! Warm, pillowy flatbread loaded with seasoned beef and all your favorite stuff. Choose from Baja, Santa Fe, or Supreme.
Ay, ay, ay.
And right now they're just 49 cents each when you buy any drink. So you can afford to share some with a friend.
Hello, friend.
Gorditas, now just 49 cents with any drink. Grande taste, logo value, only at Taco Bell.
Hey, Jeff. Now listen, I got it right here, buddy. It's icy cold and tasting great. Now come on, Jeff, you tell me, is there anybody in this world who deserves this here Pepsi more than you?
Hi, Jeff.
See you later, Jeff.
Now that's what I call motivation.
I don't know where she came from.
Don't worry, Jeff. There's always Daytona.
Fox Sports Net's coverage of the IHSA Basketball Championships is brought to you in part by Country Companies. When it matters most, the country's behind you. Pepsi, the joy of cola. Hyundai, where driving is believing. Taco Bell, grande taste, loco value. Balanced Freecorn Herbicide, they're our weeds. And by Illinois' dairy farmers.
The Warriors of Westinghouse and the Knights of Peoria Richwoods warming up for our second semifinal game, which gets underway in just a few minutes. And the winner of this game will take on the Blackhawks of Aurora West tonight in the championship game in this AA tournament. Aurora West winning 43-39 over East St. Louis. Welcome back to Carver Arena. Dave Ennett and David Kaplan, our Pepsi player of the game. Derek Hollyfield stepping up big for Aurora West, Cap, hitting the game-winning shot in the fourth quarter.
Well, he played very well from three-point land, 3 out of 3. He went to the glass a little bit. He took care of the ball, and he was one of the committee members that ran at Darius Miles on the low block all day long. It's a well-deserved honor.
So Derek Hollyfield, our Pepsi player of the